Okay, all the shocks are mounted. Pretty straightforward. The only problem is because I moved the front axle forward, you can see that the shock is mounted in the furthest forward hole, but it's still pretty steep. So it didn't look so funny. I relocated the back ones also forward, so the top of the rear shocks lean toward each other, just for appearance. Also, due to my extended wheelbase, I don't know if that's showing, I had to cut into the bed for clearance because the top of the shocks were rubbing the side of the bed. Right here at this support. And because the stock Atlas uses spacers behind the top of the shocks, and I reused. I had to get longer screws for the top. I think they were M2 by 12 millimeter. Pretty much bolted in. And I think I already showed this. Combined two of the fittings to make the lower mounts for all the shocks. I didn't use any of the O-rings, so the ends of the shocks float a little bit. I can't get my finger in there, but they'll go back and forth 1/16 of an inch, which I don't have a problem with, but they'll turn freely if they want to. Right now I have a popped front driveline. I don't know what happened. I can't see. I have the piece here someplace. The pins popped out of the U-joint. I don't know if the ears broke or if it just popped loose. I have extra driveline, so that's next on the agenda. I'm seriously considering adding rear steer to this, which would be fairly simple mechanically, just using the front axle. And the issue is the radio. I don't know if I can control the rear steer with the radio, the stock radio, other than just using a Y harness and have a full-time rear steer. I would like the ability to be able to crab, but due to how long this thing is, it just takes forever to turn it. But that's something down the road. Right now I'm making little boxes. Let's see if these will show. Crates. Put in the bed of the truck. Factory box. Make a little wood box, cover with some labels. Too much fun. Yeah. It'd be nice if this camera would focus. I don't know what the problem is with it. Page 17D dynamite box. I just folded up, made a little box the same size as the stock plastic box in the bed. I was concerned how I was going to attach this because it's just cardboard. I mean, there's a piece of lattice on top of the lid, but it fits pretty snug. And I had to notch the back end for the accessory mount things on the roll bar, but it's really tight. So once you get it in there, you know, it's not coming out. It's kind of cool. I'm going to make a little plunger box. Just showing it in the bed. Like I say, it's not going to fall out. But I won't be taking it in and out, so unless only if you have to take the bed off for some reason, you need to get to those two screws. Coincidentally, and I didn't register until I started gluing these labels on here, that it's Oops. Focus. Atlas Powder Company. I think I... That... on Etsy and was selling, actually there's several different vendors selling different boxes, old antique ammo boxes. I just photoshopped a bunch of, well, not photoshopped, I used paint to try and scale these. Just avoiding popping this front axle off again. But I guess all this is pointless if I can't drive it.